Hey party people, welcome back. And if you haven't done it already, like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so that you know when the next video comes out. But for the meantime, let's have a real talk. And today, I want to talk about something that we've all felt before. And it's a doozy. It's the good old loneliness. So what is loneliness? Loneliness, I believe we've all felt at some point, or have felt in some type of situation or another. It's basically you feel as if nobody else understands you, in which you feel completely lost, completely forgotten sometimes, and you can feel loneliness, and I know I felt it, whether I'm by myself in a room like I am right now, or whether I'm in a crowd filled of 2,000, 3,000 people. You can feel it at any time. You don't have to actually be alone to feel loneliness. And I've gone through a lot of personal development. I've gone through a lot of time where I did feel lonely. I did feel that loneliness, and I felt it deeply. And I just want to share on ways that you can look within yourself and resolve it. I've had a lot of friends, a lot of conversations with friends about this topic because they're all feeling that loneliness right now. And maybe it has something to do with the weather. Maybe because you think everyone is out hanging out and you feel as if you don't have a friend to do that with. Or maybe you do. Maybe you have 100, 150, 200, 1,300 friends to do that with. But there's just something missing. There's just always something missing. And I'll tell you where you resolve that missing piece first. You resolve it within you. Think of it this way. Loneliness, where we all understand it on its, foundational level, is a connection that you share with someone else, okay? That's how we understand as loneliness to be resolved, is to feel that acceptance, that connection with another individual. And with some people, it's like with dogs. But, think of it this way. If you're going to try to connect with someone else, you take time to learn that other person, to learn their likes, dislikes, their beliefs, their hobbies, and you make a connection that way. However, when you do it that way, sometimes those connections don't last. Sometimes they fizzle out because they're not on a deep level. And the way you gain that deeper understanding, the way you gain that deeper connection with other people, is you find it within yourself first. What I mean is, think of it this way, when you spend time with yourself, and when you spend time understanding who you are, you will understand your beliefs, not on the conceptual level, not on a very skin basis. You really understand your beliefs, your passions, your ambitions on the core level, within your heart, within your core, what makes your heart beat, what makes you excited, what keeps you motivated, are things that you find out when you spend some time with yourself. So that element of self-love comes from, again, spending time with yourself, learning more about yourself. We've changed a lot. Think about it. From when you're a child to when you're now watching this video, you have changed tremendously. So can you truly say that you know yourself right now if you haven't spent time with yourself? I doubt it. So spend some time with yourself. Find out what really makes you tick. Find out what really makes you excited. What really drives you crazy. You have to deal with you first. Once you learn that about yourself, once you heal whatever issues you may have with yourself, then you can take those passions, ambitions, those true likes and dislikes, and then find them in other people and make those connections. Okay? Now, let's say you've spent some time with it yourself, you've learned to love and accept yourself. That's the key. Love and acceptance. You have to get to that phase of love and acceptance for who you are and the way you are. Don't pick yourself apart. Be grateful for what you have within yourself right now. We're not all perfect, but you were created perfectly the way you are for this world. So believe in that. And when you get to the phase in which you learn and accept yourself for who you are, the way you are, then you can move on to what I call is like a phase 2, we'll say. So phase 2 is now you want to try to find that connection with other people, but you feel as if you don't know other people. Well, you know, the world can seem pretty big sometimes, and the world can also seem pretty small at others. You know, you think of it like, okay, the world seems pretty insane when, you know, you live in a population of 3,000 and you feel as if nobody is your friend. You're going to tell me you can't find one person that you can be friends with and find a connection with after you've learned and accepted yourself? I doubt it. I just feel as if maybe you're not looking in the right place. Or have you even looked at all? Let's take a stab there first. Have you even looked at all? We have resources right now, like social media. Social media. Think about it. Be social first. Social media. Like, that's where people are missing. Use the social aspect of social media to find others with common interests, with common beliefs, with common, ambitions. And you can find others to connect that way. Whether they live 5 minutes down the road or 50 hours away. Social media is a big platform. It's massive and I love it because of that feature. I absolutely love it. So try there. And if you really want a friend or someone that you feel connected to closer, and you feel like social media is just too big, it's just too broad, you guys, there are searches that are just within your city. And if you don't know how to do that, let me know down below, I'll show you how to do it. There are searches that you can do that involve just your city, your state, if you want to go that far, your region, whatever you want to call it. You can narrow it down, so I don't want to hear it. Now, if you want it to be more like within your community, 5 minutes down the road, we'll say, then look out for what you're looking for. Like if you love horses, look into, horse clubs that may be around, equestrians that may be around. If you're into, like a friend of mine who's into barrel racing, look for local races that are around. I'm into running. I'm always finding running events, meetups, things of that nature to get into. I'm also a mom. I know some of you are probably moms as well. You have the PTA, or you have, PTA at your child's school. You have local mom groups as well. You don't even have to go to an event. It's just as simple as, I take my son to the library and I'll say hi to another mom. Say, hey, our kids are about the same age, or it seems like. What is your child into? Can you give me some guidance? Start a friendship that way. So, and that actually brings me to my next point. If you can't find the community that you're looking for, I guarantee you're not the only one looking for it. There's someone else out there that's looking for that same community that you feel like doesn't exist. So, what does that say? why don't you create one? Because if you're looking for it, like I said, someone else is looking for it too. So why not you be the founder of it, put it together, and bring a community of people that are looking for the same thing all together. Why not? Come on now, why not? So like, I'll take my running group, for example, Ainsley's Angels. We have it's a running team of runners and disabled, children and adults. You have a mom like me with a child that, I want to be active, but I'm a single mom and it makes it a little difficult. And I want my child to be included in what I'm doing in my activities. But guess what? My child's now outgrown a jogging stroller. He's 10. He's outgrown a jogging stroller. There's no way he can fit. So what do? I'm looking. And at one of my running events, I just happened to run into this group called Ainsley's Angels, which, a friend of mine created, saw the need, because that's what it is. It's a need, you guys. If you're looking for it, you can't find it, somebody else is going to be looking for it. Therefore, it's a need. Fill it. Fill the need. And that's what my friend did. She filled that need, and now I'm a part of this amazing group, and so is my son, in which now we've both found individuals that we can call friends. We found connections with these people, and now we've helped resolve, we helped resolve our loneliness through them. So again, you guys, take the time out to resolve things within yourself. You cannot resolve loneliness by simply or merely looking into someone else. For example, if you are lonely, and I have friends that do this, that jump from relationship to relationship to relationship. I'm gonna put my drink down. Let me tell you. So they jump from this relationship to this relationship to this relationship. Why? Because they're looking to resolve that loneliness within other people. You know what that does? That drains that other individual. And then by draining them, you're now pushing them away. What sense does that make? Like, you want that individual to be there for you, but you're going to drain them, and then that pushes them away. No, resolve it within yourself first, so that at that point you don't need them, you're not draining them, you just like them to be there. You just like that connection. It's like cherry on the top. Like, who doesn't like cherry on the top, or sprinkles, or hot fudge, or whatever? Come on now. Like, that's just extra. Everybody can use a little extra, but you can't have the extra until you take care of yourself first. You can't have the extra if you can't take care of the base and the foundation first. So do that. Start there. Then go ahead and look for that community. If you can't find it, make it. Be that entrepreneur. It's not scary, you guys. At first, maybe. But it's super fulfilling. And I'm going to tie this up with saying this. I had some loneliness. I've resolved it. I'm great. But I've noticed that there are others that are needing this. Hence, I'm making this community. I'm making the real community, so that we can all come together and not just resolve loneliness, but let's help each other grow. Let's encourage each other. Let's cheer each other on. Be each other's biggest fans. Like, why not? Life is too short. So, let's do it. Let's start here. And we'll call it The Real. Why not? You guys have fun. I'll be, yeah. Let's try this again. You guys have fun, and I'll see you next time. Love you. Stay weird. Bye.